I've always been a big fan of ice hockey. Ever since I was young, I've loved the idea of battling on the ice for a team. I've learnt to skate when I was 7, and it was incredible gliding around the ice. It was so fun, I couldn't think of anything better to do. Skating was my escape. I hated school and I really didn't want to be there, so I went skating at least once a week to forget about all my problems. Hockey was my world. I would spend every spare moment watching and analysing pro games for strategies and techniques. 9 years later, I still have the same passion for the sport that I had back then. I've been watching hundreds of games at my local ice rink, and it was my dream of mine to play for a local team, the Invicta Dynamos. But I didn't think that I could do it. I overheard some of my friends talking about going to ice hockey training at the local rink, and I wasn't really sure. My friends were a lot bigger than me, and I didn't think there was any chance of me being allowed to train with them. But I decided to give it a go. I turned up at the rink at 5:30 on a Monday afternoon, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I met the coach, and I was so nervous. I didn't know what he would think of me. I remember when he handed me the stick for the first time, I nearly dropped it. I was so nervous. I put on the helmet and made my way onto the ice. That was when the transition happened. I went from a fan to being a player of the sport that I'd always dreamed of playing. That was the happiest I'd ever been. After the training session was finished, I knew that I wanted to pursue a future in ice hockey. I brought a stick, a helmet, and a set of pucks from the shop at the rink, and as soon as I got home, I went upstairs. Into my attic and placed a sheet of wood against the wall. I started shooting pucks at my wall to improve my aim and power. Every day after school I'd come home and start shooting pucks at the wood. I would watch tutorials on YouTube of how to get better at slap shots, backhands, wrist shots, and snapshots. Over the months of practicing my shot and accuracy in the loft and a lot of training, I could feel myself becoming stronger and more powerful. We would play friendly matches at training, and I was always playing my best, hoping that the coach would notice me and consider me for the team. And one week that exact thing happened. The coach called me off the rink and asked me the question I'd always dreamed of hearing. Would you like to join my team? My heart stopped and I couldn't believe it. After months of hard work and training, I had done it. My dream had come true. I now travel the country playing ice hockey for the team that I'd always dreamed of playing for, and I'll never forget that day. I made the transition from dream to reality.